Welcome to the fucking playthrough. Yes, getting things set up. Oh shit, that does not look right. There we go. Perfect. So I'm doing a full playthrough of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Oh, I just said continue, didn't I? Fuck. Off to a auspicious start. So I did a playthrough the first few. Oh, music is loud. Did a playthrough the first level just to make sure everything was working and all that shit. So I've done a previous playthrough this entire game. Well, hardest difficulty. So I am going through a second playthrough, playing Jensen as a total asshole. It's well, shut up for the cutscenes. Time-honored tradition of Deus Ex.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And the clinics?
We control their birth rates. They will do as we say.
I still think we should wait for the referendum.
We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month.
But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif wills it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
That's totally
I thought
William
you said
Taggart.
you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
And in Washington tonight, crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol. Most are demanding that Congress severely restrict efforts to alter the human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us, on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal, it's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Something wrong?
No, not for me it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
Megan, we're leaving for DC and... Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you partway.
Okay, that was way too loud for me to talk over, and I'm not doing this fucking stream if I can't ruin the cutscenes for everyone, you know. So that was the time-honored tradition of Deus Ex showing you all the villains talking to each other and shit without any context, so you have no idea what's going on. Every single game. I don't know about Invisible War, but let's get right into it.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
Yes, I'm sure.
I should know about this place, about Sarif.
Megan,
Hold on.
we're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neural peptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know of... Eric! You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
So a good video series to watch is Ross's Video Game Dungeon. Points out how all these guys have the most broken postures. Like, look at this guy, hunched shoulders, his head forward, you know.
If he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another.
They look so stressed out.
You overthink everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yes.
Except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it! Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your
God
salary.
damn it, Eddie. You
You
fucking...
almost ready?
Ah.
For Washington? Huh.
That's your boss.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes.
Stargate.
Thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon
I remember
uses
different
a
General
modified
O'Neill.
combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design.
He's wearing
using
a
sheer
modified
micro
combat
propelled
chassis.
steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved
I'm
through
prepared at
kinetic
any
energy.
time to launch grenades out of my nutsack. Case in point, grenades. Fuck me. Holy shit.
Impressive. How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the Typhoon.
You're right. A teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point.
Every teacher in America needs a typhoon
But neural
to protect the
augmentations that make you
children
think faster, react
from
quicker.
illegal
They
typhoon
can really
owners.
improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah.
My life would be vastly improved by having grenades in my genitals that I can just
I
launch.
like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
So we never learn why these two split, if I remember correctly. It's vague PTSD stuff. I'll try not to spoil it too much. As I mentioned, I already went through one playthrough.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick.
I'm even gonna look you in the
He's
eye.
got big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah. Never got around to that. Sorry.
Me too. About a lot of things. Adam, there's something...
Let's hook up. What stuff?
Good
Well,
evening.
Pritchard.
and the best character has arrived.
Are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry.
He's avoiding him so hard. Oh, and he totally checked her ass out.
Did I
Fucking Pritchard.
drop something, Jensen?
Fix that
Yes.
firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did.
Yes, we get it, Pritchard. Your job's
oh,
important.
wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised. Sarif has to see you too.
Let's wait till I get my blend of hands, Pritchard.
She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena.
Dun dun dun. The boss.
I don't care what it takes. I want you, Darrow, in Washington, by my side.
The man doesn't jump for anyone. He's a Nobel Prize winner.
Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there. Big day for us tomorrow. Everything in place?
Yes, sir.
Let me get the I can't get the volume down.
Escort us to the hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible.
Our jobs aren't at risk, you fucking COS bastard.
When all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you, Darrow, ever did.
Yes, she's turning us into X-Men.
Laboratory subsection 6. All lab chiefs, please report in.
We better not take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Sure, it's fine. Oh yeah, Fahrenheit 111, 411, whatever reference.
Get someone to shut off the damn
0451?
Yes, sir.
Fahrenheit 451. That's it. Oh, go the wrong way immediately. Always the way to do it. So he has this weird thing with the baseball too. Anyway. Extra immersive, you have to actually type in the fucking
Pritchard.
pad.
Where's Megan? She report in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn it.
Yeah, get this audio down a bit more, cause I like to mumble. Yeah. Where's the May?
Serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding.
Come on.
There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jensen. Hurry!
Richard.
An equipment failure down here means your testicle-mounted grenades went off too early. There's no enemies for a little while. I would like to get, sorry for all the options, but this game requires them. I don't want this, I want gameplay. This is very much, gameplay, the gameplay options are very, nebulous in this, and it's good to customize. Like the sun toggle, I have a reticule. Making it easier for myself because I'm not claiming I'm good at video games. Ah! Loading. Can I pick you up? Yes! Ah! Don't need that yet. Go around! Alright. Now shoot me. Do it. So, chemistry. There's nowhere that says this is bulletproof or whatever. It's. Why would it say it's fucking bulletproof? Ah! Check everywhere. You never know where loot might be. And then some good old gutter crawling. Well, Deus Ex is sort of a branch of the original game System Shock. Released in... I can't fucking remember. For 1999, because that's when the original Deus Ex came out. That started the whole fucking... vent crawling thing. It has so many spiritual successors as games. Deus Ex was of the first one. System Shock 2 actually ended up spawning Dead Space, as well as... See, it gives you the combat tutorial here, but there's actually no dudes, as I recall. And, anyway, System Shock 2 spawned Dead Space, as well as Bioshock. As, System Shock was... cyberpunk horror in space. Yeah, this dude's here. And... System Shock was, So System Shock was cyberpunk horror in space, and Bioshock was steampunk horror underwater. Anyway. My favorite weapon in this game is the takedown. So, let's not leap up. Madam Jensen! You're the Batman! Maybe you should see if he comes back, dudes. Yeah. Getting impatient. So I can't loot them yet, I can only move them. It's good for hiding bodies. Coming with me. You will live yet, my man! Don't go to sleep! Oh god, he's inside me. Jesus. Oh, these systems. Physics engines, they're always fucking hell. Can I vault over? I don't think so, not in this one. I played a bit of Mankind Divided. Not really. I beat the first level and then into Prague. I like the controls of that one a bit more. I don't believe these guys can actually see you. Time to be sneaky, like Snick. Ah! Huh. I want this guy here to turn around. This one I'm pointing at.
Someone stop! I see you!
What? Oh, I was clicking the takedown button, but wouldn't let me do it, so I guess when you are a baby squishy man, you can't do takedowns. Do worry not, there will be plenty of blender hands when the time comes. They fucking saw me. That was idiotic. I should have waited for him to stop shooting. That's my fault. I take now as an opportunity to remind you all that I am playing at the hardest difficulty and that I do not claim to be good. That is all. Oh yeah, so good at video games. Okay, no time to fuck around. Let's fucking any loot. I don't think there's any loot whatsoever at this point in the game, and I don't know if you guys want to see. Look at this lore. Squiggles and body parts. It looks like an arm being shoved into like a chest cavity. Truly the pinnacle of technologies. So I think most people that play this game would be with me in being supportive of human augmentation. I am going to play as a Humanity Front supporter in this. Oh shit. I'm missing shit. Ooh. You'll see her later. She's invisible lady. Oh. Not much later. Invisible Uzi-toting Rihanna. Oh. It just opened for me. So I think the only reason to go down there is if I want to get the ghost and just sneak past him. But I'm more interested in glorious murder. Must be a better shot if I got in close. I have reload OCD, by the way. No, wrong way. Over here. Quit laughing. Excuse me, sir. Could I please have your gun? Thank you, kind gentleman. Oh, we're in the middle of this big old fucking situation. I didn't bring enough ammo though, as the security officer, chief security officer of this fucking corporation. Better take the time to steal the entire guns of my foes. Cockshot! No, not the goo barrel! We needed that green goo for science! Owie.
CT probe shows the bullet caused severe hematoma. We need to repair that artery.
I actually love this scene. The visuals are amazing.
My God, how thick was the glass?
Nothing like those hospital bed wet dreams.
Come on, Anna. Stay with us.
Nothing like getting your arms ripped off to make you think of banging your ex-wife and pop a boner on the surgery table.
Yeah, he's no good to me like this.
Prepare for insertion of ERCC-1 craft.
Steady.
He doesn't need that.
Where's that cyber arm prosthesis?
I love you.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
I'm sorry.
We're seconds away.
His body can take it.
It's me, Wolverine!
Miraculous.
I think we got it, Doctor.
Give him the info link. Fine. Give me the telecom package.
Give him the telephone in his brain! Give him cable too. A little shitty contract in his brain. Are those scenes really, really loud to anyone else? Like, the cutscenes just on a different volume? One's made in Japan. It's a cool little detail. Come on, give me it. Show me it. Woo! There's my boy.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Which,
Just
oh my
entered the
god.
lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first.
That's you, Darrow, there.
Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Rank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
Alright, hold on. I just need to check some settings here. Make sure everything is working. Just like the master volume for the cutscenes. I don't know if sound effects, background stuff. Check some more. Hold on. Alright, back into it. No time to fuck around. So I didn't actually do these on my last playthrough, these little information quests. Hold on, where are my subtitles now? I don't want to be fucking around the, oh, they're on. What are you looking at?
You Mr. Jensen? I heard you might be coming back soon. I'm one of the new hires. Replacement, so to speak.
So if you don't want to hear this, just say so in chat.
And for the first time ever, Omnivision transferred without a debt. A better tomorrow.
Yeah, you put the information course a little close to the screen there. It's kind of difficult to, you know, take in your presentation.
Attention, Ellen Marsfield. Package submitted. Ellen Marsfield. Package augmented.
We'll be visiting one of these limb clinics soon enough. Get your elbows fixed. Oh, I have special elbows. Just you wait. So this is probably the most lore I'm gonna do. There's ebooks, there's newspapers. I'll probably skim them. I'll speak them aloud because I've already played through this game. Most people have. It was released in 2012.
By allowing them
Potential of having fucking openable arm compartments. I think we already heard this one. Oh, see, this is important. They're saying they have a chip that they put in your brain that make you better at math, art, reading, science, and technology. Well, science and technology are fucking broad, but I guess you could have a chip that makes people more creative or more receptive to new styles of art. For example, I got a friend who, well, one of the ideas with drawing is that you gotta experiment. You gotta try drawing something with nothing but like spirals and curls. And no, we can actually do this later because we come back here and we are on a timer. But we'll explain later.
Mr. Jensen, I didn't think you'd... Wow. I guess you're here about the break-in. Did you need directions or something?
What I need is my face back.
I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh,
Doesn't have any reason.
Of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that things have been switched around a lot.
You got shot in the fucking brain, dude.
Since the first attack.
Yes, sir. The lab floors were pretty much demolished. We're
You can
rebuilding them,
forgive
but most
people
of our
for thinking your
researchers are working
brain's
off-site
scrambled.
now. Everyone else has been shuffled around, so if you need help finding someone.
You said everyone's been moved around?
Almost everyone. Who are you looking for?
Has my office been moved?
No, sir. You still have that great view of the lobby. Mr. Pritchard wanted it, but Mrs. Margulis put a stop to that.
Great view of you.
I need to get to Seraph's office.
Oh, he and Mrs. Margulis are still in the penthouse.
I wonder if I can just go to
You can use the
Sarah's
elevator
office
at the
before
left
getting
wing of the
fixed.
building to get there.
Okay, well, I don't really
That's
need
what
any
I'm here
directions.
for. Anything else, sir?
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir.
Why do you like him? He just bitched you out for being concerned about his head wound. His fucking brain injury.
Mr. Jensen,
Fuck you. Have you ever noticed the, Chief of Security is a fucking edgelord? He's a Batman impersonator? And he fucking runs through the halls at full speed, at full sprint? Alright, dickhead, what's up? This is the proper way.
About time. What happened?
Speak to
It's
me.
stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused.
Nanomachines.
Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticule. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
You done here? Because Seraph is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages.
It's kind of his job to tell me that.
This time, you actually save people.
We're playing as a dick, so let's
You
go.
got a problem with me, Pritchard. Why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no,
You
Jensen?
is
I
the
don't have a
take
problem.
down button.
If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself.
There are lives at stake, let's
I'm
argue.
the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I'm gonna push
I
him.
suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis.
Get off
They don't
Tumblr,
confuse me.
Francis.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love
That's
her,
news
always
blogs.
did have Sarif's ear.
Seraph's here is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken.
She may have Seraph's ear, but I
Where
have
are
his
you,
dick.
Adam? You don't have time to mess around. Get to the helipad, or something seriously bad is gonna happen.
Isn't Sarif?
By something seriously bad, he means that people are actually gonna die. There's a hostage situation going on. And if you don't get to it soon enough, then yeah, the hostages die. And the best part is, if you actually go into the women's bathroom during that time, they will call you out. They'll be like, you went into the woman's bathroom and fucked around while people's lives were at stake. What the hell? But I experimented it with my last playthrough. If you go...
And the Washington hearings being postponed. Now this.
Excuse me, sir.
Fanatics.
I was speaking
The
to
news is right.
myself.
That a pro-human group is behind this, Mr. Cannon? Read rumors, Dabell.
Alright, lives are at stake. We still got plenty of time, but we'll have infinite time to explore this office if that's what people want later. I don't particularly want to. I've already explored it a couple times. Anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, if you explore the women's bathroom, break into the women's bathroom, then and just get there on time, then no one comments on it. Just normal
Welcome
security
back, Jensen.
check.
Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you? 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
Gotta be fucking ready.
Are you suggesting I'm not?
Just asking the question. I was one of the ones who pulled you out of that mess. Not a memory I want to relive, and I don't
Malik
have to
for
wake up to
best
remind you of it
character.
every day.
I'm fine.
If you say so. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Seraph wants you to go in first. You all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
She's another Deus Ex trope, and I'm not sure in the next... Well, yeah, in the next one, too. In every Deus Ex game, you have a pilot that is your companion and confidant.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. What am I looking at here?
CEO, go to the site of a terrorist
Human purists,
attack.
or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
Ah, David's a gem.
I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam. I know
Stop
you and
mentioning
Megan
my
once.
Who
ex-wife.
is on point?
Please.
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him there. He's an augmented Adam. So he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
Why can't you just give me all the guns? Seriously. Okay, so there's 4 choices. Stun gun. I'll try it later on, but I found it useless on my first playthrough. To the point that I actually restarted and took the tranquilizer rifle, which was great. I'm not playing non-lethal though. I'm playing him as a dickwad this time, so I'm going lethal.
I'm not about to take any chances.
Lethal
Yeah, that.
it is. But remember, they do have hostages, and I'd hate to see any of our people get caught in the crossfire.
They're all in one room.
You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways, but the labs themselves are pretty open, high ceilings. So, you want something you can use from a distance or up close?
The revolver is pretty much one-hit kill in this level, but in the future, one-hit kill to the center chest. Hitting a leg will still not do much damage, but in later levels, not so good. The combat rifle, you fire fucking lots of bullets. You're lucky they hit the head.
Give me something with distance. If I get
And
too
range.
close, I'll take them out
It's
first.
way more reliable.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs.
There's the
Richard will
corporate
tell you
overlord
more
I
as you
know.
Go in. I've got him running comms.
Can you not?
Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
I like Pritchard as a character, not as a person. I'll see why I suit enough. It says booby on the side! I never noticed that. 800B-EE. Shut up, it looks like Booby. Sure you don't want to bring the trench coat with you?
Ready to go in? Good. Seen a few of them coming out for a smoke every now and again, so be careful.
Seriously?
Look at this. Sending in a can opener. Man's job. Security for assholes. This.
Okay, but he deserved it. So the first time I played through this, as soon as I went through this door, I started shooting. I do want to look around a little bit, not too long. Just a quick once over. They didn't do this last time. Yeah, no loot. Now that I can loot. Godspeed, Malik. So as soon as I went to this door, I just started shooting. Oh, hello. I think I tried 8 times before I realized a little something special. These guys right here are cops.
Tell me you're the guy we've been twiddling our thumbs waiting for.
SI security.
Tell me you're the guy I shot in the head 8 times.
I thought I recognized.
My first playthrough.
Used to be on Team 2 till that Mexican town thing went down. I gotta say, you're the last person I pictured taking orders from a CEO.
Things change.
Not always for the better. Feel like getting in there and doing whatever it is your boss wants you to do? Because maybe then we can do our job.
Maybe you can stop fucking talking about my edgy backstory and actually tell me shit.
In up here. What's the react team plan?
We got Alpha as point and Bravo as wing, both standing by to breach the target. We're coordinating from here, but until your boss gives us the go-ahead, we're just holding our dicks.
Realistically, how much time do I have before any shooting starts?
According to protocol, none. According to your lawyers, the sooner you get in there, the sooner we can hose this powder keg down and call it a day.
Oh yes, the blender hands will be coming out soon enough.
How much you got?
How much you want?
They communicate any demands yet?
Not yet.
Saw
but I
off
get
the
the feeling
dialogue
they're not
options.
that organized. Most of the guys I've seen look like street bangers and thugs. The kind who get their jollies trashing equipment. You ask me, it's the man in charge you have to worry about.
The leader's name
About
is
the man in
Sanders,
charge.
right? What's his story?
Zeke Sanders. We're running background on him now. Looks like he fought 2 tours in the Gulf. One of them on a recycled military bill.
You mean he's augmented? Sarif told me he's not.
He used to be augmented. Says his Augs made him do evil shit, so he ripped him out. Now he's got a whole crew of gullible street kids listening to his crap and ready to die for him. Or kill.
How many am I looking at down there?
Hard to say. We've spotted 3 in the courtyard, maybe half a dozen inside. But that's a sketchy estimate at best. We seem to be getting a loop playback off your telecams.
That shouldn't be possible.
Telecams, not cameras.
Pritchard overhauled the system.
Well, someone inside must be tech savvy. All we're seeing is a loop. For all we know, there could be 5, 10, or 3 dozen perps in there.
Any other numbers?
I think I've heard enough.
You sure? Wouldn't want to make your boss unhappy.
What else?
We've got people inside. Any idea where I should look for them?
Yeah. Your plant manager, Josie Thorpe, managed to slip a call out before someone snatched her cell. He said the hostages are being held in an office near the assembly labs.
Makes sense. The workers were setting up for a production run, so they'd have been concentrated there.
You know more about that than I would. Anything else?
Yeah.
I got it from here. Sit tight. Wait for Sarif's signal.
Like we got a choice.
See, it does say a big SWAT on his chest and a big police on his back. Nope, SWAT. Partially covered up, but yeah, from a distance. Can't see that shit. I shot this guy 8 times in my first playthrough.
About fucking time.
I don't care. So they warn you about friendly fire.
Jensen, it's me, Pritchard.
Oh.
Where are you?
On a roof overlooking the plant.
Good. Your point of entry should be through shipping and receiving.
Should be, Francis. The hell does that mean?
We have an employee entrance there, heavily guarded by purists, no doubt.
So, if you're not a fan of the frontal assault, I suppose you could try accessing the building's roof.
I'm a fan of the frontal assault. I'm gonna save him. Like, I'm playing him as a dick, but not that bad. I mean, I'm gonna be breaking into random people's houses later, but I'm gonna try to do my best at the actual game.
Yeah, everything seems...
Also, they couldn't give me a laser sight now.
I see you!
Yeah! There's my special elbow tech. Now, I really shouldn't have just ran out. Should have snuck more, but oh well. Coming with me, mister. But yeah, they warned you about friendly fire earlier, but all of the hostages are just in one room together, so without any enemies in there with them, so it's not really an issue. Pick up these stun darts. I'm not using the stun gun, but I can sell them later. All about that money. Oh. He said someone's jet, so he saw them flying off, and he's coming around the corner, I guess? Say something else?
No, if you win, what do you...
Yeah! I love the takedowns. Just an appearance and, you know, the easiest way to take anyone down. There's two guys right there. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Do want their stuff, though. Okay. Thanks for the follow. Alright, when you're out of cover, iron sights work well. Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. Actually out of pistol ammo. I have one shot left with that. So one thing I like about this game, you don't really have to worry about damage. You're more worried about ammo use and sticking your head out for too long. You can see I'm generating health up in the corner there. Low. Stick your ugly head out. Come on. Alright. Zero Punctuation has had a decent review of this game where he said the thing with having multiple options to access different areas in these kind of games and having loot in both those areas is that it is the gamer mentality that we're going to take both routes. We're going to take one route and then go back to, you know, get all the loot. Because, it's the nature of encounters like this that they should expend your resources, not give you more resources. I'm going through the front door just because there's a line about it.
Richard, and the door worked just fine.
I'm happy for you. The Typhoon is in the factoring labs. There's an elevator just past the assembly labs that will take you to it.
Got it.
And I will leave the loot. The door works just fine, Pritchard. Like, in this life or death situation, you're gonna bicker about the pettiest shit. Alright, let's see what we got, actually. Remote explosives, so like C4. Where do they actually use these? Thing is, in this game, you can use explosives to get through doors that you can't get through with your hacking skill. Haven't used this. I guess that's double barrel. We'll experiment. You know, make sure this concussion grenade is equipped. I don't even recall this weapon being in the game. I might have picked it up on my first playthrough and just forgotten, but oh boy. I don't want to deal with that shit. Still just on the box. Okay, I think I can grab the box from down there. And get up top. Okay. I can always just go through the front door if that'd be more entertaining for you guys, but I like sneaking around and fucking about a bit. I'm sure everyone does. Come with me, Box. You will be my new friend. Box. I'm 100% convinced this is not what we're supposed to do. I'll give another crack at this. If that doesn't work out, we're going through the front door. Up on here, can I now go? Come to me, my box. Nope. Augments. Hey, I can't upgrade myself yet. There's a jump upgrade, which I believe will be surprisingly useful. I did not use it on my first playthrough, so I kind of want to use it now. Like, I'm not going to make the best choices with regards to character building, but it should lead to an interesting playthrough. As you know, there's universally good augments, and then there's situationally useful augments, and I'm going to try to get into some situations, let's say. I do here, I can stick around there or there. That guy see. Moment he turns around, I'm coming for him. But it's extremely noisy. Oh shit, they heard. Oh, nope. Here we go. Yeah, at that range. No, at that range. On the other hand. Oh, actually. Oh, nope, he saw me. Fuck, I was gonna take him down. That is a single barrel shot. Come on, come closer. Yes, please announce. Oh, there we go. That was also a single barrel shot. What the hell is this? And see, what I'm looking at is in the bottom right, there's deactivate E-hold. That's what I'm looking at. It's a special firing mode, and I don't know what it does. Yeah, that was a double barrel shot. Okay. One single barrel. Because that was enough for the one guy. And Reload OCD, always make sure all your weapons are reloaded. Every fight. I should have used the boxes more. They're really fun. Just throwing a cardboard box at a dude and it just paralyzing him. Something magical about it. Oh, loot is very important. Oh! I never noticed that in any of our playthroughs. Check out the newspaper while we're in a tactical operation. Okay, so decimated by the demise of the auto industry and the global oil crash in 2015. So that almost happened, actually. I watched a video on this. Oil almost crashed in 2015, but the economic crash was saved by fracking. Oh yeah, definitely. Mankind's graphics are pretty good, and I haven't played through that game. I'm kind of hoping to do it next. Maybe play Jensen as less of a dick. Play it as me, basically. That's what I did in my first playthrough of this game. But yeah, they're aged. And basically it's just saying here that Detroit's become the new place for the economic center of augmentation. So it's, oh, and this is a little chant of purity first. And it's revitalized Detroit's economy. And you might have heard a similar story recently. The game by David Cage, Detroit Become Human, has Detroit becoming the center of Android production. And then, not really a similar story, but it's a cyberpunk story about androids, Android Rebellion. There's a lot of very mundane emails in this game too. They're really good for immersion, not so good for a playthrough. So this is a Seraph Industries area, so they're saying people have been working a shitload of overtime ever since Adam got turned into fucking RoboCop. This would have been an excellent place to fight from. I never noticed this in any of my playthroughs. I did try to like jump up here. No, wait, I've done this before. I've done this. Yeah, I distinctly remember sneaking over here, jumping down there, someone noticing my footfalls, and then getting into a firefight anyway. Just because I basically dropped in front of a guy. Yeah. Alright, what are you? Being very thorough about searching the place. Even bullets for guns you don't have can be used, it can be sold, and you can buy laser sights and burst round systems and all sorts of gun upgrades with these. Yeah. Haha. Is that reloaded? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's fully reloaded. I don't think I'm going to be using this double-barreled shotgun long, so... Wow, really? I could jump from that far and not get hurt, and you have robot legs. Oh, shit. Now retreat to the... Come on, let me in there. Ah! Oh, I deserve that so hard. Oh my god. just want. Oh my god, I'm all the way back here. Okay, note to self: save more. At least this gives us the opportunity to do that fun vantage point. I did notice how different it looked from the Jensen 2.0 trailer. Just like looking at the eyes especially. One thing that just gets me off in games is when they make the eyes wet. It's just attention to detail, you know. I think the first game I noticed that in was Last of Us. Alright. Oh, no loot here. Turn off my double barrel system there. Oh, I don't know if I want to jump over there. I don't want to use the grenade too early. Oh, it's a little ammo. See, that happen. Come on. Sucker punch! Okay, I'm all turned around. Fucking. Oh, I'm gonna die. Ugh. Yeah, those two. Alright, I probably erased that wave from my memory because I hate it. That's the excuse I'm gonna use. Wouldn't mind just starting the fight now. Just, you know, bam. Yeah, you know what? We're starting to fight. Loud and proud. That was way too easy. Okay. See, my whole thing with stealth games is that I sneak until I inevitably screw up because I'm not that good at stealthing. Can I carry this thing? Aha! Nice and big. Alright. I'm gonna loot this room, save, and I think I'm just gonna go through the main door next time instead of going through that vent. Pull that, get the tranquilizer darts up here. I don't believe there's any loot on the stage at the other side of the room, so we will just ignore that. Yeah, no promises on the deaths in this playthrough too. I will die often, no doubt. Oh, he's in there. Okay. It's fine. Save! Always make lots of saves and rotate them. What the fuck kind of allowed beer? That must be terrorist beer brought in. And ask what kind of work fridge looks like that? You lonely bottles of ketchup and mustard. It's totally a guy just around corner here. I'm looking at the minimap right now. It was pain! Oh shit. Thought he was around the corner. Wonder where. Do I have a protein bar? Yes. I get a kick out of, in this game, protein bars fill your meter in the top left there. So there's 2 of them right fucking there. Ah, I thought that was cover. Ah. Come on. Ah! That was risky. That was hasty. Again, no promises on my skill. Oh shit, I'm low ammo. Yeah, that'll do. Go on and listen to the radio. This guy's in the sequel too, the same voice actor. Alex Jones, fucking radio host. Except less crazy somehow. Yeah, that's a whole nother area. That's not quite yet. Is a dude coming up? I see him on the minimap, but... Oh, you can pick these up if you, lift some fucking weights. No, that's, arm augmentation. Already saw that newspaper. And also, this is kind of cool. The radios in this game and in Mankind Divided, that's music from the original Deus Ex. I like to replay that game too. I've only done a single playthrough of each Deus Ex game except for The Fall and Mankind Divided. Don't think I'll be playing The Fall. Loot everything. Try to keep these searchings to a minimum. Not sure how visually appealing it is. Adam Jensen looking through his own employees' lockers, taking their sody paps. All the fucking ammunition that they have in there. So I'm Canadian, so if this is giving me any impression of America, it's that they just keep ammunition in their lockers at work. You know, just in case.
Jensen, I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
Nope.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it.
Come with me,
Until
box.
I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Richard out.
So that is the way to go to continue the story. I want to know what the fuck is in here. Oh man. Noise from the place where we're supposed to have people walking around and shit. Okay, hello. Hello! Come to me, little man. Yeah, that felt good. Nothing like a little murder in the morning. Nothing behind there. I have to check. Strap means, oh, you could go down here too. Right. These games, this game, the first game, hell, even Invisible War have a decent amount of sidetracks and the like. So Josie Thorpe, that's one of the hostages. Okay, that's just HR crap. I've actually done that before, making new cards for people in the office. They put me in Deus Ex! This is her husband, Greg Thorpe. Ooh, personal possession. Her credit card! It's mine now! So, this is a turret. I have no idea. Were I higher level, I could pick this up, throw it, I could pick up the turret and bring it with me. I don't know why it'd be higher level in level 1. I do not have any kind of upgrades. I don't need a box right now. Where am I? I'm all turned around. It's this way and then left. There we go. So I've suffered through hacking minigames throughout the System Shock and Bioshock series. I have not played Dead Space, the other spiritual successor to System Shock. This is the only hacking game I've actually, enjoyed. I find this kind of fun. Except you can just hit C in Mankind Divided to hack. I did that once and it felt so good, and it's hard going back to this. Again, I haven't played through Mankind Divided, just the first level and into Prague. Yeah, main hub. Yeah, they gotta grease me down before opening the door. Oh, the door was open. All these scenes like this, they're just loading screens, basically. Yeah. It's a technique I really appreciate in modern video games, is hiding the friggin' loading screen behind a little animation. Jesus Christ, he killed him!
I see.
So none of them are actually dead, just, I don't know, concussed.
Can't you hit me, asshole? Open wide.
How about no? Yeah. Literally the best I've done at this room. It took me so many tries when I was playing through this earlier. The game was crashing on me, so I had to play through the game a bit just to make sure it was working. And eventually I got the crashes to stop. Alright, well, what were you gotten, friend? Bring yourself to me. There. Oh man, I could have thrown a trash can at him. Later, my love. Oh, yep, here's the creepy shit. Yeah. Maybe I should take some of this shit. I could really use a hand! Please love me. Oh yeah, there's pills and body parts. Those look better than my hands. Why didn't Seraph give me those hands? What if I want to look like I have normal people hands? Ah! Security system. So this is the next area. Can I go? Yeah, there's a few different areas I can go. I think the hostages are up here. Totally not safe scumming. What? I can't hear you. What? What? So remember, kids, always do that at home.
Richard, good word to Seraph. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
Safe. Staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I get the prototype.
I'll tell Seraph, but don't take too long.
Oh, there's Greg Thorpe.
I need you all to stay calm, keep your voices down, and wait here for SWAT. Plan's not clear yet.
Not clear, but those terrorists, they've got my wife.
Your wife?
She's the manager here. Josie Thorpe. They said they needed her to open the administration building. They were looking for evidence of some kind. Please, I haven't seen her since. You have to find her.
I was sent in here to secure the plant. Can't guarantee anything.
The mission!
You said they were looking for evidence? What kind of evidence?
I don't know. They're purists. They think the body is sacred and shouldn't be tampered with. They probably want something that will implicate us in moral wrongdoings.
Did they know about the typhoon?
It's a top secret contract. How could they? We only moved it in a few hours ago. Look, I don't give a damn about that prototype. Those maniacs are holding my wife.
Yeah. The maniacs, they're crazy. They believe in purity of the human body.
That was too close. They were going to kill us with poison
That's
gas.
like he's complimenting their friggin' movement while and explaining them while being like, they're crazy, they're gonna kill my goddamn wife. This side goes, come on, that's...
Got to find their leader. He's the key. Them up into a frenzy. Scary.
You're scary.
Is it over? Thank you, God, it's over. I said I'd give up drinking if you got us out of this. I guess now I've got to follow through.
Goddamn fanatics.
Crazy and fanatics.
No alarms went off or anything.
I know you don't want us running around the place until everything is cleared, so why don't you go ahead and do that so we can get out of here?
You bitch. Alright, let's get out of here the only way I know how. An air vent. This historically hasn't been so good for me. Anyway, there's actually a decent moral to that scene. And that is, if you ever see a bomb, remember to run right up to it and shoot it with your gun. Well, it will never fail you. What the fuck have I gotten myself into? You can just sneak through this entire room? Neat. I didn't know that. What's this lead? Sorry for the backtracking, but my defense might yield more loot. Oh shit, this isn't a friggin' other place. This is just the little secret, ain't it? Okay. So you could go up there and just avoid this whole thing. Alright. Let's, without further ado, let's move on. Okay. Oh! Almost fucked up. Let's wait till this guy's nice and close and just blow him the fuck away. Or if he gets close enough... Yeah. Now it's gonna say that the corpse is a suspicious object. Before that happens, the Intellicam. It's only weak to bullets. Oh shit! Didn't even see him in the smoke. How did that kill in one hit? Tactical rolls. Hearing any voices, kind of hoping that shooting out the camera would attract someone. Searching everywhere. Okay, that's a room I've already been in. Ah! See, anything with this little breakable symbol, the wine glass with the lightning bolt, you can blow it up.
Their city holds collective breath. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second time.
Stop talking about me! Right, I actually want to. Can I break this with the garbage can? I know you can shoot out TVs.
Are now wondering.
Ah! Mildly entertaining. Like these fucking doors. Come on, peek around, peek around. You won't. Got him! Yeah, another hack. Right. So this is resistant. They're all level 1, so we want... Oh, but this is one less. The same. Ultimately. So level 1. Oh, what? That's one way? They're not the same, guys. Fortify this one. I thought this was just resistance, not one way. Alright. So once again, de-goo myself. See two people facing with backs to me. Oh god, what am I gonna do here? Yeah, bad idea. I was trying to get out the guy with the machine pistol. The way, well, I think it's a combat rifle actually. But dumb idea when there's two guys right in front of you with machine pistols. Really thinking of doing something like this. Then move around to use the AI. You're gonna come right up to me, asshole. You live because it's harder to hold, Q. I'm very nearly dead. Can I heal? Don't believe I can. I have beer, but this beer actually comes into play later. I can use the painkillers too. You know, I don't really need it. I'm not really in danger. I'm only being shot at. He's got me now, guys. Sorry, playthrough over, he's got me. Whoa. The music in this game too, I adore it. I want to really quickly search this room. Oh, hello. So I really like saving up those remote explosives for bosses, and if ever there's a door I want to get through and I can't hack it, boom. That's if I remember correctly. It's story time. Roxas kit. Nice, that lets me level up. Lets me upgrade my augmentations. Okay. It is not story time, it is more level. I'm not going to worry about loot over there. There is a man. I don't know if you can let the hostages die once you get into this level, because you can dilly-dally quite a bit. But I think the hostages survive no matter what. So, cutscene time.
Step away from the console. Now!
Help me!
Oof.
Son of a bitch. Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Seraph, now.
Adam, it's David. Got the Typhoon?
Yeah. You were right about there being something more behind this. I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to
Touching
recover his
him.
neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
Adam Jensen guy, he took care of all the terrorists, but he also took all their fucking wallets for some reason. Kinda wish they put this right in the middle of the level. I think we're at the end. Definitely close. Authorized personnel only. Terrorists are violating our workplace rules, guys. Can't have that. Well, it's humanity first symbol, I guess. Purity first, not humanity first. Humanity front, And Purity First. Humanity Front are the... Purity First are the radicals. Humanity Front is... I know what you call them. Non-radicals. Sane people. I have received the gun. Oh yeah, I definitely remember this part. Can't stand up, you got a big stone thing cover. Bring with me, box. Come with me, box. They require box. Yeah. Come closer. I feel like that'd take his head clean off.
Factory. I doubt I need to remind you folks that this is the second biotechnology.
Right. We're getting to the cubicles. So just casual. Many people are worried something else might be going on. Casual people on the street are suspecting something more. It isn't just us corporate stooges here that know something's going on. Okay. Again, loot. That's why. Is this the women's bathroom or the men's? I can't even. These are for urinals if it was the men's. Doesn't really matter. Want to be crouching constantly. I'm paranoid one of them will just see me through the window. Speaking of that. Well, they all saw me. I fucked up. He's good. Now get me. Oh, you're armored. And that was a guy behind me. Oh shit, I wonder how far back I saved. Just a sec. Okay, I'm at the top of the stairs. Grab the box. Throw the box. Both guys come instead of one.
Oh, here.
Don't you feel like that gunshot might be a little suspicious? He's gonna go on alert anyways when he saw his friend dead. Good life choices. Also, these guys are way harder. You can see they're wearing armor now and shit too, so. Eh. Oh shit. Please come at me one at a time. Stand up.
Keep your eyes on
Alright, that wasn't bad. Pocket secretary. Alright, M. Latona, password Red Wings. Also the fucking spelling in this game. They assume people misspell more than they actually do. Oh, Greg's password is just Hydro. Okay. And T. Cadwell Talon. Already seen this newspaper. If you ever skip a newspaper, just assume it's because we've already seen it. Have historically not been good friends to me. So we will go frontal assault. Somehow has always worked. Yeah, it's empty now. We're just gonna loot and we're gonna check all the computers. We just got a ton of passwords to all my employees' personal information. Well, work computers, you know. You know how it is. Boss of a company, you snoop through all your fucking people's shit, right? Saying not to leave your password everywhere. Classic Richard. So I think these are mostly dev names. Look. F books. Ross. His name's Lazarus? I bet that's some Greek mythology reference I don't get. There are a lot of Greek mythology references throughout Deus Ex. Some, frankly, balanced. So they're almost done the Typhoon system. I almost said Typhon. So they need to be running the plan 24/7 to meet their schedule. Everyone's working overtime. Surat, I think I can meet that guy later. He's an arms dealer. So Greg and Josie are really looking forward to the date night. I started in the end. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead with the Typhoon project. If you guys are bored with the lore, just say so. I've already played this game. I don't need to read all this shit. Mostly in this case, I'm just wondering if I have secrets out here that I'd like to discover. Yeah, that's all fucking lore. Not even like main lore. It's flavor. Got him! I was hoping for like door codes or other passwords. Like some Legend of Zelda trading quest. Steal one person's password, get them all. One by one. Ebook, Artificial Muscles. Pistons, pneumatic, and electric motors, but they were upgraded to synthetic proxies that mimic actual human muscle tissue, known as electroactive polymers. This is an actual theoretical metal that scientists and engineers are trying to design today. Basically, it is a metal that is rigid until exposed to electrical current and then becomes elastic. And then we have a fully plastic actuator mechanism. 3-part structure, a sandwich of gel layers made up of matrix of dispersed single-walled carbon nanotubes. Okay, this is all above my head. So I believe story stuff mentioned earlier is now.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
Hi,
You
Zeke.
didn't want to hurt anyone. You should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look. Serif's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're
All of
indifferent
us break
once they
laws.
hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Hunter. I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is, you hear? But I gotta check things out. So me and La Vieja, we're leaving.
So you can convince him to leave alone. No one has to die here today!
Not a chance. This ends now.
Adam! Adam, what's happening? What's the situation? Adam!
Sanders is dead, but he didn't know about the AUG or the type. Somebody else set this up.
Damn it.
Sorry for the cutscene interruption. I just want to victory beer.
I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
So that scene was enraging in certain ways, and I'll gradually explain why between character conversations.
I'm fine. I'm fine. A little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them.
They're all dead.
In one of the assembly labs. And I overheard...
I shot the bomb, it diffused, it was really cool.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
She double-checked the
I
protocols,
expect
ladies and
Pritchard's
gentlemen.
doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you. But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a hero.
You're welcome.
Accomplished. Sheriff industry isn't breaking any laws.
Lawful neutral. People only care about laws.
What the hell were you thinking, Jensen? You can't just blow a guy away like that.
I had to. So, here's the thing with that scene. Before shooting the bad guy in the head, Jensen has to take the time by saying, "Oh, you'll never get away with this, villain."
Can't just blow a guy away like that.
Well, he has a gun pointed at an innocent person.
Jensen? You're the guy who was sent in before us? Those hostages owe you a lot. Nice going.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It was really scary risking my life. And here's the thing. The whole policy with police, and I'm Canadian, but this is more or less, I think it's common sense. If there's a person's life in danger, they generally blow them away without even fucking worrying. Oh, and here's the other guy saved.
But my wife.
Greg from the gas chamber.
I need to know that she's...
I'll have to wait until the building is secure. Back up, let the SWAT team do the job, please.
Because here's the thing: if you've seen the recent game Detroit Become Human, there's a hostage situation. Android is holding a little girl hostage, holding her over the edge of a building. So if they just shot him, he would drop her. So what you do is you talk the android down, and you get him to put the girl down. And the moment he does, he gets shot 3 times by snipers.
You're a goddamn murderer as far as I'm concerned.
No cop would ever do that. If you're getting shot at, you're not worrying about really the life of the murderer who's trying to kill you.
You took the shot this time, huh, Jensen? Down their leader?
I understand a few people might view that as political and might be a bit pissed off, but let me let this guy talk and then I have a bit of a story to tell.
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. A little shaken up, though. Swab will need to debrief her. You'll see her soon.
I don't know what to say. I think I've given up on her. I misjudged you before. When you said there were no guarantees, I thought you didn't... Well...
Didn't care.
Say I owe you. And I'll find some way to repay you, I swear.
So I'm not a cop or anything. Obviously, I respect their job, and it's a very dangerous one. There's a lot of political shit going on lately, and I can't approve of everything. Duh. I think everyone, feels that way. But I used to work with a medic who briefly worked as a psychologist for police officers, and he himself was first to admit that he wasn't qualified for this position. He was just a person that went through medical school, so they sort of shoved him into the position. And
You made a lot of people happy tonight, Jensen.
more
Not just the men
talking.
in
I'll let
suits.
them
What they
talk.
pay me for.
No. They pay you to put corporate interests ahead of people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan?
No, she
What are you
wasn't.
talking about, Mal?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you realized Protect and Serve had become Protect and Serve the corporate interest. Nice to see she was right. You ready to go?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
So what happened was there was this guy who would regularly beat his wife, and every time the cops would go in there, the wife would just not charge him with anything and would just let it continue. One day they got a call from the neighbor, said they were hearing them fighting again. Cop kicks down his door as usual, but this time he's holding a gun. So first thing the cop does is blow the guy away. This guy I worked with, I was talking about earlier, who was forced into the position of being a psychologist for this guy, had to talk to him. The position was basically talk to the police after a traumatic event like that, make sure they're okay psychologically. So he sits down with the guy, and without any real training in psychology or anything, he just asks him, "How are you feeling? Are you okay?" And
New orders just
I'll
in,
finish
Jensen.
it after
The boss
this.
wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks, I like the
So,
sunglasses.
How's it feel? Being augmented.
Excuse me?
How's
Don't
it
take the
feel
wrong
being...
way. I mean, I've got a few
How
neural
angry is
implants
this
myself.
guy?
Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't.
So I'm playing him as an
I had a
asshole,
chance to
if
try 'em
you
out.
recall,
What do you
so...
think people should stop asking me so many questions.
I agree, though. They keep asking me about my
Ever
ex,
since
so
I left
Adam
in
about
town,
his ex
people
and his
have been
past.
staring, gossiping about whether or not I'm ready for this.
Your recovery was remarkably quick, Jensen. Most
Yeah,
people need at least a year
duh.
to
He
get
shouldn't
used
be
to
offended
new
over
So
getting
maybe I'm a
shot in
fast
the
human.
head.
Maybe I'd rather damn myself to hell than let what happened to me stop me from doing my job.
Your job? Really? Because we both know that's not why you came back in here today, Jensen. Look,
Malik is a
I
champ.
want to find the bastards who did this as much as you do. So if I can help you in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
So finish the story before we continue on there. Basically what happened was the cop asked this, my coworker there asked this cop, how are you feeling after all that? And the cop just, fine. How was my grouping? Meaning how close were his shots to each other? And the whole point of the story is, I don't want to sound insensitive or anything, but the guy was violent. He was threatening to kill his wife there. The cop wasn't overly concerned with hurting this murderer, basically. It's this mentality where it's the safety of people who aren't out to kill anyone first. And I think ideally no one should die in any situation, but it ain't a perfect world. Anyway, let's play some video games.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us,
They were gone.
whoever they were good. Special training good.
Did anyone else see
Special
them?
class.
The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
We're burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Now to dick around and break into people's office. Those
are some top-of-the-line augmentations.
You're welcome.
Another attack?
Who cares what they have to say anyway? So why I was running on the helipad earlier is there's always secrets in these games. Always. Search everywhere, leave no stone unturned. Hack your own company's doors. Oh god, security rating 5. Don't hack those doors. Oh, can I break it down? No, I can't. I do have bombs. Hey Richards, well, we're
Great
ties.
job at the plant, boss. Could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here.
Yeah.
Did you hear yet? There was a demonstration at the.
Sure, you could do it. You could probably handle it alone. Yeah.
Wow. Didn't expect to see you back so soon.
I'm tired of talking to the Huandos. I know there is a secret place around here somewhere. Yes. See, I'm getting Experience Explorer 200 on the top left. Just for looking around. Always good. Cash? Shit. Oh, well. I thought I got 5,000. I have 5,000. Oh my god. This fucking writing. Just soak it in. So, translation. This guy needs neuropozyne, the drug that keeps you from dying in this universe when you get an augmentation. And he wants to meet him behind the gas station. We will go behind the gas station later. So the whole thing in this is augmentations are usually rejected by the body as they link electrode to nerve. That's something we do in real life and is being more widely used with regards to prosthetics. We don't have anything like well, we do have some. There's this guy.
Like it's his fault.
Excuse me, I was talking to myself. Here in the office. There's this mountain climber that lost his legs and built himself some new legs with spines on the bottom. They're actually an augment in a sense in that they make him better at climbing. Not necessarily the best thing for walking, but he did a TED Talk. It was really good. But point what I'm trying to make before I talk to fucking Pritchard is it's a drug that prevents the body from rejecting the electrode to nerve bond. That doesn't happen in real life. We don't need neuropozyne. Tissue doesn't reject the electrodes. We just hook them up. Alright. Watch me steal from your office, Pritchard. The only way to speak to Pritchard, I can't see my own feet. Stand directly on his head.
Well, well. If it isn't Attila the Hun, fresh from the killing fields. If this is about the typhoon, I'll get to it.
Just glitched up.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hack through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer.
I don't. Just shut up and do your job.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security. Find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Fucking Pritchard.
Don't you have somewhere to be, Jensen? I'm sure Sarif is expecting your report.
Alright. I think we'll be finishing up here shortly. I want to run around the office a bit. Anything you guys want to see before I head out for the night? Again, I plan this to be a full playthrough, so I will be on later. I'll probably, oh shit. The big orange X was this way. Oh. Guess I gotta go to South. I'll probably be streaming again Monday. I'll put that on the channel just to be sure. And as a side note, I get a bit of a kick on how Pritchard is the network security officer, but he's also apparently this engineer that can fix your augments and well, I guess he was just securing the typhoon.
He might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator.
You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile.
Fuck off, Taggart.
We'll talk later.
I mean, Darrow. Fuck. Again with the baseball.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Got one hell of a throwing arm.
Well, when we're done here,
Take the time to admire Seraph's artificial arm too. It's
clinic downtown.
very fancy.
Check up.
Listen, about Sanders?
You did what you had to do, son. As far as I'm concerned, Sanders got what he deserved. Don't start second-guessing yourself.
I'm not. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us. The hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing it. That takes real dedication.
Or training. Sure, he was augmented.
I pulled his cables out myself.
Well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body. No matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
That's a pretty fucking asshole. What do you want me to do, boss?
Well, maybe they didn't like being held off so long at the plant.
Is that my head of security speaking? Or the ex-cop? Listen, Adam. I don't want to squabble about this. I need you to get to the bottom of it.
Like the
Still got
SWAT
friends on the
would have
force.
done a decent job. They would have just popped in there, shot Sanders, saved the day.
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and
I mean,
find
if
a way
one guy
inside.
can do everything I
If
did,
that hacker was augmented,
Adam
his neural hub might
Adam
tell us who he was.
Sanders,
Contact
Adam
who's
Jensen did.
gotten a hold of it.
Yeah, not gonna play a suck up.
Boss, what you're asking me to do, not exactly legal.
No, it isn't. Got a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Look, Adam. You know the police never fully investigated that first attack, don't you?
Yes, but...
Can't
But
assume.
nothing.
Subtle.
We lost a lot of good people, top people. And I'm beginning to think Detroit PD doesn't give a damn. Someone is pulling strings to keep us in the dark.
And in your world, the ends justify the means.
My world is your world, Adam. And if getting that neural hub illegally will show us who's behind these attacks, and maybe even help us go after them, yeah, you're damn right it does. So get going. That hacker's not going to be sitting still for long.
Off. No, it's
Don't forget to check in with Dr. Markovic at the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic. Need you in top shape.
I'm missing in the first Deus Ex game. You could straight up shoot you had a boss like this one. You could straight up shoot him in the face. First level. You could pull out a police baton and beat him up. It would break the storyline, of course, but you could do it. What they're thinking of. So yeah, shows you where the game funnels. What you have to do is go to this police station no matter what. You can't just refuse to do it because it's where the storyline what starts directing you down the path of the storyline. So on the 2nd floor, we are to visit our office and do our job. But methinks I am almost done for the night. So what I'll do is I'll save outside the office. I'm going! There it is, look how prominent it is. Running around at the speed of ground. Yeah, see that depressed fuck? We'll be talking to him next time we play. Finish off tonight by upgrading myself. Now, here's a question. Anyone in chat have anything they particularly want me to see? The one rule I'm doing for this playthrough, no social enhancer. The social enhancer is really, really good. It gives you hints on what to say during conversations and gives you a win button. I don't want to do that. I'm role-playing a bit with this one. I'm having Adam Jensen be a dickhead, so I don't want to be able to win every time. I'm thinking one of my favorite AUGs is the rebreather, because it nullifies all gas attacks. I remember the boss, the first boss, I believe, throwing gas grenades at me and just being immune and him taking all the damage from his own attack. That was wonderful. But I do want to try some new things. I want to be able to break through walls because I didn't do that on my last playthrough. Hacking upgrades are always good. That's this one. Yeah, hacking capture. Or, I don't know. I'll look through it if it, if, that's what people want. I'd like to get jump, because I didn't get it last time. I don't really care about... Oh, I want to get sprint just because it sounds awful. I don't really need to go fast, but I'll do it. I got all the dermal armor. Cloaking I got, but I didn't like it. This prevents fall damage. This is my baby. 2 takedowns on 2 guys at once. I was able to get through the whole final level of this game. I didn't do smart vision, that's just see through walls and see people. But I got through the entire final level just taking out people 2 at a time. If there's no suggestions, I am gonna go for through walls and might just unlock this instead. There's no other thing that I can just get for 1. That saves me from flashbangs, so I might do that. Who likes fucking flashbangs? Slash throw heavy objects. Nope, I didn't get this one last time until later. And throwing giant things at people is hilarious, so let's do this. Now, what are these? Recoil compensators. Alright, that's all for tonight. Second stream will be on Monday. Thanks everyone for coming. Hope you follow so you get a notification of when that's happening. Otherwise, have a good night and I'll see you Monday.